So that's Axios' position here. So this leak, do you guys buy that? They leak these documents because that's going to stop us from going into World War III. Remember, Russia and Iran, China, all three of them are partners. So you're going to bomb the shit out of Iran, and you think that Russia and China are going to sit by? Oh, and by the way, President Putin today is meeting with the head of the UAE about ditching the United States dollar for settling oil transactions, and ahead of the BRICS summit, of which Iran is a member, and Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. They're going to sit back and allow this to happen? That's why they're on high nuclear alert right now, and they're running war games exercises in the Indian Ocean, for crying out loud. Oh, and by the way, just over the weekend, you have Xi Jinping of China telling...
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, the Bondest and Apostles and Elders, a great millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I really wanted to focus on that particular part where what is his name? Adam Michael Clay, something like that? Or Adam Clay. Which was breaking it down of the United States, pretty much Babylon filled himself to be more untouchable, even to the point of stupidity. And the one that's leading the force of America to get involved to all these wars, of course, we all know small hatters. And that's why he was basically saying, the small hatters don't have the best interests of the average man, women out there. There's a saying about politicians. Pretty much a politician send a child to war, so to speak, become officers and so forth, so they highly protected. So with this, all these politics is going on, do you think they'll be smart enough not to poke the bear, so to speak, or make things worse for themselves? No. So there was a leak stating that Israel was planning to attack Iran, and the United States, I believe the secretary, the people that normally ask these questions to the press, was trying to downplay the seriousness of attacking Iran, knowing who's backing up Iran, proving that they are bloodthirsty individuals. That's all it proves. It proves that they're bloodthirsty, and they don't give two rats in who's provoked, who's this, who's that. They want to get their point across. They want to push their agenda. They don't give a damn if anybody dies. Slovakia. And who is they? I'm going to get it real quick. Jeremiah 49:15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. So when you read Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, 49th chapter, it's speaking of Edom. And we know Edom today is a so-called white man. All right. And above the average so-called white man, there's a particular group of individuals, which she's mentioning, that is going to get majority of these people destroyed. Scripture says in Isaiah the 14th chapter that since they treated their people wrong in the kingdom of heaven, they're gonna have no place. That's why they're gonna be cut off. Their memory is gonna be cut off from existence. It's the way they treat their own. All right. Let me get into other. I know it's in this chapter. Jeremiah 49:20. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom." So against entire Edom, I believe in the 50th chapter or the 51st, it will tell you against Babylon. So simultaneously, which proves that what Psalms 137, that Jake, yeah, that Jake would know. I'm sorry. It's like it. Let me read that again. It says, "Therefore hear the words, hear the counsel of the Lord they have taken against Edom." So Psalms 137 basically tells you that America, or the daughter of Babylon, is synonymous. That's what I was thinking about, Slaki. Synonymous with what? Edom. All right? Edom, or Idumea, Edomites, in rulership of Babylon. All right? That's why it says, as the same chapter, Isaiah 14, about Lucifer. All right? Which Lucifer means light bearer. So this is all about them pushing their agenda to the forefront. It says, in his purpose, that he have purpose against the inhabitants. It says, of Teman, surely the least of the flock should draw them out. So strategically, it would be foolish to go to war with Iran. And I believe they did a whole bunch of scenarios. They did a whole bunch of scenarios, and it came up with the same outcome. Okay? So them knowing that if they go into Iran, I believe the same thing was basically said, whatever Biden told Netanyahu, don't cross this path, this and that. Not only did they cross it, they squib, somebody put a straight line on the floor, say don't cross this. They just wiped that line off, period. That's what they did. Why? Because the least they are the least of the flock, and they pushing America. And why it's so important for? Well, mostly this land is a land that's a welfare case to that particular land. Send most of all the riches to that particular land for these particular people. And now they got their nuke. Now they want to run shot. Revelations 6:4 says, and they went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that set up thereon to take peace from the earth. Overall, that's what they have done as a nation, as a people, not individuals, not just one particular family. As a nation, they are bloodthirsty, ruthless. All right, that's what the scripture says, that there be no peace unto the wicked. All right, Esau's the exception or the creation of these countries, especially the welfare state that is Israel, was all founded by blood. So it's going to end with a bloody demise. And all of that does not equal to peace. So it says, take peace from the earth. And this is why you have a catastrophic event that's taking place. It's called World War III to change the landscape of everything. They just did a show about that, and everybody's trying to fit themselves into what's to come. So everybody's fighting tooth and nail to see who's the next ruler, but to no avail. It says in that they should kill one another. If you take peace on the earth, there's only one avenue left: violence, death, and destruction. They shall kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, which that great sword is talking about the ICBM nuclear missile. People failed to understand the steps it took to massacre, or I don't want to say that. The steps it took to get to that point. This is all a build-up. And the ultimate reward is going to be the destruction of the United States of America, Babylon the Great, and those that follow. So this man is designed, created to bring death. Okay? Back to, matter of fact, I didn't want to make this too long. It says the least of the flock shall draw them, right? It says Obadiah. Obadiah 7. It says all the men of that confederacy. So all these little lines is NATO, which is / the EU. Even those that are on top. Right? Because everybody's that's sitting in a position of power that changes the landscape of war in America, all small hatters. Go figures, right? It says have brought thee even to the border. So despite all the secrecy and so forth, they don't have no time for no one. They're just setting it up, lying to those that believe. And then there's going to be a chain reaction. Because at the end of the day, going into Iran is the most stupidest idea that they could come up with, knowing what's going to happen afterwards. It says, even to that border, so somewhere in the Middle East, all nations are going to gather, mainly Saudi Arabia. All right. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. And we can't really equate that to the Israelis because they don't listen. They don't see America as an important ally. They just see them as you do whatever the hell we want you to do. Okay? So they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it to the point where you know what's going to happen next. It's going to be World War III. All right? Because Iran is backed up by Russia, China. So they're not going to... Nah. This is it. And these small hatters are fucking bloodthirsty individuals. And they're gonna get what they wish for. It says, and prevail against thee, they that eat thy bread, which is the welfare case, right, have laid a wound under thee, and there's none understanding in him. So that wound is gonna ultimately be those missiles. All right, I'm laughing about it because there's the reality of it. Okay, straight up reality of it. Jeremiah 50 and 24, I believe. It says, I have laid a snare for thee. What is a snare? It's a trap. So all the stuff that they're doing, and the people that's whispering these things in their head, is all to their own destruction, man. It says that are also taken on Babylon, and that was not aware. That's why they going, but they don't. They know the outcome. They know that it's gonna change the landscape of everything. It means high gas prices over here. Ultimately, the death of the dollar. They know all that, and they play into it. But there's an X factor in all this matter, and that X factor, which is the ultimate ending, is Yahushua. All right. So if Yahushua is the one that's gathering all these people up, he's the one that's setting up the traps. It says they are found and also caught because they have strive against the Lord. So the Lord finds Esau dead guilty. Okay. So Israel is just setting you up to the slaughter. And a lot of them is going to escape. I believe it was not Jones. It was Adam Green. And he always he goes hard body. But he was basically saying, and he brought it out factual, that the small hatters, which is the Amalekites, believe in their heart of hearts, that America is Edom. But yet they look for the assistance of Edom, which is supposed to be Israelites' sworn enemy, to fund them, to take care of them, and so forth. So they're going to follow what they tell them to do, and they're going to go into that land and be utterly destroyed. All right, so with that being said, shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom.